Last week I posted about my first personal training session with my buddy Jeff and how he's going to start whipping me into shape every Tuesday. And I'm on my way to my second session with Jeff. And in the last week, he wanted me to work on some of those things like the hanging retraction pull-ups and the hollow body push-ups and some like inchworm stretch lungey thing and all the things that we identified as my weaknesses and the exercises that I should be doing on a weekly basis to solve that. And I didn't do anything. I've never had a trainer before. I've never had like an accountability like workout program. I just kind of run and climb. So I didn't really do. I foam rolled. I foam rolled the back, the upper back, the glutes. Foam rolling, man, it's a good thing to do. It's a tough habit to have, and I need to get into it, just like I'm getting into flossing. It's really overhaul for Jonathan's habits, but yeah, we'll see what Jeff says when I tell him that I didn't do anything. Crazy, it's the Tuesday check-in with Jeff. We just finished our second session together. Jeff, when I got here, I told you I did some foam rolling, but basically nothing else that you told me to do, right?
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in your lack of follow-through, man. Come on, you got to take your own advice, buddy.
I know. But it's hard to build the habits that you're not used to, right? Like I will do it.
Totally. The hardest part about any fitness routine is consistency. Is just doing it every day, regardless of whether you feel like doing it, but just trusting that if you put in the work that you'll make the progress and get the results that you want. And obviously there's tricks and strategies that can help you to figure that out, and making sure it's something that you actually really want to do and don't just feel like you should do. Like, that is so key, that it actually aligns with your goals and aspirations, and it's not just some like externalized like, oh, like this is what I think I should be doing.
Nope, it aligns. So what do we work on today a little bit?
So we continue to kind of play around with kind of hammering, or perhaps the better word would be smoothing out some imbalances in your lower body, specifically around your right leg, really wanting to kind of internally rotate when you drop into flexion. So we did some stretching and some myofascial release work, and then went through a bunch of various kind of lunging, stepping patterns, progressing all the way up to a single leg squat variation. And then we moved on to kind of what's going on in your shoulders and arms, working on that lockout, using dips, using some hanging scapular retractions, and then push-ups to kind of single arm raises.
So there was actually a pretty cool lesson when he had me doing the dips. I was doing a few, and then I asked like how many, and he was just kind of like, do a few more. But then we had a chat about. You can take it from here about reps versus quality versus whatever. Go into it.
Yeah. There's a time and place for reps, especially as you're getting up to heavier loads that are going to be closer to your max. And then there's a time and place where reps don't really matter as much. And I really just like to focus on quality of movement and begin to be able to kind of auto-regulate and develop a feel in your body for does this feel connected? Does this feel smooth? Is there a sense of ease? Am I moving the things with kind of the same consciousness and mindfulness as I want to be? And when you begin to notice those things decrease or fall off or go away, then it's time to stop the set and take a rest, and move on.
And I absolutely love that. Not only for working out, but just like you don't always need to assign a number, like a goal that you have to hit in terms of how many things you have to do or how many things you have to get done or what you like. Sometimes it's just about like taking a step and looking at like, am I doing this as good as I was doing it? And if not, should I take a break? Am I feeling as good as I was feeling? If not, take a break. More about focusing on the quality than the monotony of assigning just a random number for the hell of it.
Totally. A lot of times in exercise, like reps tend to be fairly arbitrary in a lot of workouts, especially as we're doing mostly body weight stuff. And, I think with everything in life, you're going to have to find that balance between quality and quantity and recognizing when one needs to take precedence. I think a lot of times we overemphasize the quantity aspect in fitness and often lose the quality part. So
that's it for my Tuesday training session check-in. And as always, follow Jeff at JES Wellness for more training tips from him, and we'll continue to keep you posted with my humbling lessons here week to week.